Welcome to Moody's One-Shot Lore. I'm your narrator, and I'll be guiding you through the tales from Contentium Academy. Please remember to like, subscribe, and follow all our social media channels below to stay updated on the latest stories. Let's dive into this intriguing world together. Molly trudged wearily back to her dorm after a long night spent toiling over an assignment. As she rounded the corner, she spotted the police chief thanking Tess for her invaluable assistance in locating the bodies of the killer's victims. "You can really do anything," Molly murmured, with a hint of jealousy and sadness clouding her tone. Deciding to congratulate Tess on her achievement, Molly made her way to her friend's dorm. Knocking gently, she received no response, so she let herself in with the spare key Tess had given her. Settling down to wait, Molly picked up a book, but her attention was soon caught by a shadow moving under the door. Assuming it was Tess returning, Molly prepared to greet her, but her heart quickened as she heard the distinct sound of someone picking the lock. Fear gripping her, Molly crouched by the door, ready to defend herself. When the intruder burst in, Molly launched herself at him, attempting to break free, but she was overpowered. In a desperate struggle, she managed to tear off the intruder's mask, her eyes widening in shock at the familiar face beneath. Suddenly, darkness enveloped her, and Molly found herself adrift in a swirling sea of fragmented memories and fleeting dreams. Images of masked figures and sinister voices flashed before her, leaving her disoriented and terrified. Amidst the chaos, she caught glimpses of shadowy figures masquerading as doctors, their faces twisted with malevolence. A jolt of pain tore through her as she heard the chilling command to erase her memories. Agony engulfed her as the flashes intensified, culminating in a final, desperate bid for freedom as she hurled herself through a window. When Molly regained consciousness, she found herself sprawled on the cold tile floor of a bathroom, her mind reeling with confusion. Rising unsteadily to her feet, she staggered towards the mirror, only to be confronted with a visage marred by scars and disfigurement. "What happened to me?" Molly whispered to herself, her voice barely audible against the backdrop of confusion and fear. She struggled to piece together the fragmented memories that danced at the edges of her consciousness, but they slipped through her grasp like elusive shadows. Did I die? The question hung heavy in the air, its weight pressing down on her chest with suffocating force. Then, like a bolt from the blue, realization struck her with chilling clarity. The memory of the voice, cold and commanding, echoed in her mind, sending shivers down her spine. She could almost see the shadowy figure looming over her, but the face remained a blurred enigma, taunting her with its elusiveness. "I wasn't killed," Molly declared, her voice tinged with a mixture of defiance and grim determination. "I was murdered and brought back to life. But whoever did this to me is going to pay." A devilish smile crept across her lips, an ominous promise of retribution. Driven by a thirst for revenge, Molly embarked on a frenzied quest to uncover the truth behind her death. Storming into the police station, she unleashed a savage assault on the officers, leaving them wounded but alive as she sought out the evidence that would lead her to her killer. Molly makes her way to the file room and sees Nick standing with the files. She walks up behind him and knocking him out. Molly traced her final moments to Tess's dorm room. As night fell, Molly stealthily made her way to Tess's dorm, her footsteps muffled by the cloak of darkness that enveloped the campus. With practiced ease, she scaled the window and slipped inside, her senses heightened with anticipation and dread. The room was eerily silent, save for the faint rustle of curtains billowing in the night breeze. As Molly's eyes adjusted to the dim light, a chilling sight met her gaze. A pool of blood staining the rug, its crimson hue a stark reminder of the violence that had transpired. A surge of adrenaline coursed through her veins as she knelt beside the ominous stain, her fingers tracing its edges with a mixture of dread and grim fascination. "I remember now," she murmured, her voice barely above a whisper, tinged with an unsettling mixture of satisfaction and revulsion. The flashes of memory, once fragmented and disjointed, coalesced into a haunting tableau. But before Molly could fully process the implications of her discovery, the door opens and Tess walks into the room. "Can I help you?" she inquired. Molly's gaze snapped to Tess, her eyes ablaze with crazy fury. "What? Like you did for Molly?" she spat, her voice dripping with venom. Molly launched herself at Tess and then tells Tess her name is Patch, hiding who she truly is from Tess. But Tess pushed Molly towards the window and pushes her out of the window. As Molly plummeted and hits the ground below, she realizing that she was already dead and could not be killed. As she stood amidst the shattered remnants of her former life, Molly's eyes blazed with a newfound purpose.
And I'm good with goodbyes. Better straighten out your face while you steady your lies. See the pain in your face when you losing your mind. Got post-traumatic stress, you lost the feeling in highs. See the horrors of war. If you saw someone dying, would you open the door? On my job, highlighting the core. My words bless you, yes, you feeling annoying. Everybody wanna ramble, they don't get to the point. Your girl like a clown.